Shalom, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles, elder bishops, and brothers on the Great Millstone. Salutations to the free leg. This is your brother Rai Bayamyan here to share our lesson. And the title of this lesson is this is an example of why you should inquire more, and you'll see why as read the article. But the title of the article is a hotel guest stunned into silence after getting hit with huge breakfast bill. Now, what I'm about to read, it could happen to any one of us, but in this walk of ours, we grow every day, right? In wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and in the fear of our Lord. So we are not to be ignorant, man, of anything in a great or small matter. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully at the end of this lesson, it encourages you to ask more questions, to inquire more. Lord willing, it'd be edifying and take like. Article is by Kathleen Joyce, published 3 days ago. It says, it might not be a big luxury, but there's something so satisfying about waking up in a hotel room, rolling out of bed, and going downstairs for that complimentary breakfast. The free breakfast buffets usually aren't offering the most common eats, but it's having that little no-cost treat to look forward to in the mornings that makes it so special. Just make sure that your breakfast buffet is actually free. Seriously, the emotional whiplash of finding out that your complimentary hotel breakfast wasn't actually complimentary is brutally severe. Shannon Brooke and her friends found out the hard way during a trip to New York City when they got stuck with a breakfast bill big enough to stun them into silence. I ain't gonna play the video, just a reaction, a few seconds by the young woman and her friends, but I looked that word up, complimentary. It says 1620s, intended to express or convey a compliment. From compliment, it says in later use loosely meaning free of charge. So as you know, you go to one of those low-end hotels, and they give complimentary breakfast. As the manager said, loosely means free of charge. All right, but the parameters can also be changed. But as you all know, we have stayed in hotels where the breakfast it was free. But in these times, no, it's not like times of old. You need to inquire at everything, and this is something that a lot of people do not expect. Especially since a lot of people is tight change. They want to keep as much disposable income close to them as possible, where they can use for things at their leisure, not as a surprise. Right? Oof! The tension in the air is so thick that you could cut it with a knife. Granted, $100 for 3 people in a nice New York City hotel isn't the worst bill you could get, but it's still a big jump up from free. A surprise that's her name there, and her pals were clearly not expecting. Her friend finally breaking the silence cracked me up. I'll accept it, but I'll never get over it. LOL. I fell to that one. So they were charged $100 for the bill. Alright. And let's be fair to these ladies here. It's not like they wandered into an obvious 5-star restaurant looking for freebies. According to Shannon, it looked like your standard gratis continental breakfast buffet. It was buffet style, and we didn't have a waiter. That's why we were so confused. Haha. She defended herself in the comments. Other hotel guests could sympathize, having experienced these surprise bills during past hotel stays. This happened to me. It was literally described as complimentary breakfast. Remember, in the meaning it says loosely, loose term, free of charge. Right? It says, I was shocked when they handed me a bill and I tried to walk out. Now, can you imagine a situation like this with Eve? Eve, these women, they're like free stuff anyway. But Eve is going to pass out. You going to make sure you're going to hear Eve mouth when she's in a situation like this. So, whoever have an ear to hear, let this be a lesson to inquire about things now. Because the meaning of terms and words have changed. Okay? It says, Hilton did this to us. Paid for breakfast to be included with the room. It was $45 for a child and I told them we paid already. And they charged us after we left. Emailed and called, and they never got back. Alright, so some hotel owners or supervisors may use that loose term as a ploy to gain extra money, as the rising costs of hotel maintenance have gone up. Right? It says, know what's on your plate with hotel breakfast. When it comes to complimentary hotel breakfast, sometimes the wording and even the presentation can be deceptive. Look, when I praised hotel breakfast earlier, I praised them because they are free. Let's be honest, if I gotta pay for a hotel breakfast anyway, I'd rather just go out to eat. And I have no doubt that Shannon and company were of the same mind. So how can you be sure that your free breakfast is actually free? If you're staying at a modest budget chain like a Holiday Inn or Best Western, you can pretty reliably count on their breakfast buffets being totally free. Though it never hurts to double check at the front desk. See? The points guy has a breakdown of all the major hotel chains that offer free breakfast to every guest, regardless of room rate. Stay at any of these hotel brands and you're set. When it comes to mid to high tier hotels, though, freebies aren't always a given. Some hotels only include free breakfast if you add it on as an extra amenity when you book your room, or will offer it to members of their hotel's rewards program. When in doubt, check it out and research what your hotel offers. And if breakfast isn't free to everyone, decide for yourself if paying the extra fee at booking or signing up for a rewards program is worth it for that convenient morning meal. Nobody likes getting surprise bills, especially not for indulging in something they thought was free. Yeah, if you just walk out a day, they charge you the bill. You walk out a day in anger because, you thought about the word complimentary breakfast. You can get a charge, The police is going to come after you. It says, check it ahead of time is worth it, not to end up paying a surprise check down the line. And that concludes the article. Right, so inquire not only with something like this, but let us be a simple example, right, unto you that in your daily walk, right, because we are to grow every day, man, and not to stay in one mind. So although this is an example, inquire into other things in your daily life. Don't just assume one thing or another, because things are changing every day, and it is changing quickly. All right. So again, complementary in later use, loosely meaning free of charge. Right. So that wasn't the case with the young lady, but it can also apply to your general daily walk. This is Sirach chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, be not ignorant of anything in a great or small matter. So inquire, man. The little things, you know what I'm saying? If something feels off or funny, scrutinize it, inquire about it. Don't be caught out there, don't be caught by surprise. Because like I said, Eve will take something like this and turn it into an arresting moment. Alright, so be not ignorant of anything in a greater matter. Lord willing, this quick lesson is edifying unto the elect, and it calls you to ponder more on your daily life while you are out there in the world, especially when dealing with the heathen nations. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Until the next time, shalom.